Are you in a situation with someone where when you are with them, it feels amazing? You feel connected to this person. You feel like they shower you with attention. They are there. They're excited. They can't get enough of you. And then when you're apart, you feel like you don't exist. You don't get their attention. They barely communicate with you. It gets very, very cold. It creates a kind of crazy-making scenario where you feel like you're living in two completely different worlds. The one where this person is extremely into you, and then this complete other reality where it doesn't seem like this person is thinking about you at all. In this video, I'm going to walk you through some classic mistakes to avoid in this scenario, and I'm going to give you two very specific text messages to get you out of it. Let's talk for a moment about a classic mistake that people make in this scenario, and they use it as justification to keep going with this person. Now, the problem is there's a big difference between attention and intention. Attention is when someone is just giving us attention and looking for attention when they want to experience something romantically. Intention is when I have a vision for myself romantically, when I actually see myself creating something, building something. And when someone goes hot and cold in this way, what they're showing you is they're all about attention, but not intention. When they disappear, that's a massive red flag. And the reason it's a red flag is because it says, I'm interested in having a romantic experience with you, but I'm not interested in making romantic progress with you. Think about it. When someone goes cold, what do they say are the excuses? I'm busy with work, I'm busy with friends, I'm busy with family, I'm busy with my hobbies. But what that tells you is they are busy with their priorities. They are busy with things that they want to move the ball forward on, things they want to progress. I want to progress my business, which is why it's getting my time. I want to progress my friendships, which is why they're getting time. I want to progress my skill in this hobby, which is why it's getting my time. So by that logic, you have to then say the reason you're not hearing from them is because their romantic life with you is not something they're trying to progress. It's just something they want to experience in moments that are convenient to them. The second mistake people make is mirroring that person's behavior in a situation like this. Now, a lot of people do this feeling like they're following things I've said over the years. So, for example, many people have heard me, if you've followed me for a long time, you know that I've said many times, invest in who invests in you. Don't invest in someone based on how much you like them. Invest in someone based on how much they invest in you. So then what happens is someone says, well, he was great when we were together, but now he's gone cold, so I'm going to stop investing because he's not investing in me. So they mirror that behavior and they go cold too. The problem is, it actually ends up giving that person exactly what they might want, especially if they're a player type, if they're an avoidant, then they get exactly what they want in that scenario. Oh, wow, I can call them up when I want to see them, have an amazing time, have all that passion because you reward that investment, right? Oh, he wants to see me now. Reward that investment by seeing him. But when I'm not with her, she doesn't bother me. This is perfect, right? So the danger is you actually end up playing into their hands in that way. Or something equally bad happens, which is you going cold ends up attracting exactly the kind of guy you want to avoid. The player who, or the avoidant who gets turned on, gets attracted to you suddenly going cold and withdrawing. The person that gets excited by you withdrawing is the person who's energized by the game. And of course, the problem with that is if you set up that dynamic, that game doesn't stop. The moment you turn around to meet them, they're not interested. When you turn away and withdraw again, they come for you. So now you get stuck in that cycle. So how do you break that cycle? How do you apply what I've always said, which is invest in who invests in you, within the context of the situation of the person who's going hot and cold? We have to be willing to withdraw our attention, but with direct communication about what we don't like in their behavior. So what we're doing is taking the opportunity not just to withdraw, but to educate them on why we're withdrawing. Now, it doesn't make sense to do this if someone isn't reaching out to you for a date, right? Because there's nothing to withdraw from. In order to educate them on why you're withdrawing, they have to be making an ask. Now, the ask may be, I really want to see you this weekend. Or it might be, I miss you. How is I miss you an ask? Well, it's an ask for attention, right? I'm asking for you to give me validation back and tell me you miss me. When someone makes an ask, that's your moment to communicate how you're feeling. And the reason, by the way, that people don't communicate how they're feeling is because they want to play this kind of cool girl. Or in a man's case, cool guy. The danger of playing cool girl is that it attracts the wrong guys. It also doesn't model the kind of behavior that would reveal the right guys. It doesn't give the right guys something to see and go, oh, this is exactly what I've been looking for. This is exactly the vulnerability and the integrity and the character that I've been looking for. You become invisible to the kinds of people who want the relationship that deep down you